everybody, it's Karyn Bryant for MMA Heat, and we are here with another fan feedback. This time it is for UFC on Fox 10. I do want to let you know that I'm headed out to Chicago on Thursday. Totally unprepared for how cold it's going to be, but it's going to be great. But doing the weigh-in show, and we'll have stuff on Saturday as well. I'll be working alongside Daniel Cormier, who of course trains with Josh Thomson, and Brian Stan will be there, and also the champ Anthony Pettis. So you guys definitely want to tune in for that. So if you don't know how fan feedback works, or even if you do, here's a reminder. Basically, I'm going to ask you 3 questions about the card, and I would just like you to give me your answers in the comments below the video. They're not necessarily hard questions. Just kind of want to hear your opinion and get the dialogue going. So the first question is about Josh Thomson. Now this guy is 20-5. That's his professional record. We know he used to be in the UFC, and he was away. He was in Strikeforce for a while. He became a Strikeforce champion. He came back to the UFC, had a great fight against Nate Diaz, and while he was in Strikeforce, had 3 tremendous fights with Gilbert Melendez. Some say Josh may have even won the last one. You know, I'll leave that. That's a debate for another time. But regardless, Josh has had some really, really great fights. The interesting thing about him, even though he's number 4 in the lightweight division, I feel like some people don't really appreciate his skill. So the simple question is, with Josh Thomson, is he overrated or underrated? Want to hear your opinion on Josh Thomson, who, if you remember, was actually going to fight Anthony Pettis for the title when TJ Grant got hurt. Then Anthony Pettis got hurt, so Josh did not get the fight. But my question is Josh Thomson overrated or is he underrated? Moving on to question number 2, and this is about Stipe Miocic. This is about the heavyweight division. Stipe is currently at number 8 in the division. His record stands at 10-1. His last fight was against Roy Nelson. Now, Roy, I will give him, you know, he did take it, I believe, on shorter notice, but Stipe just stuck it to him. Stipe has fantastic boxing, and I think a lot of people, you know, kind of expected Roy to go in there and crush with his big overhand and all this and take him out. Well, Stipe had a really great fight, and he beat Roy Nelson. So he is currently ranked at number 8 in the division. Right above him, you've got Mark Hunt, Bigfoot Silva, you know, Josh Barnett, DC, and Fabricio, and those guys moving on up. But I kind of want to know, he's going to be fighting Gabriel Gonzaga, who is currently ranked number 12. I do want to ask you, is Stipe Miocic the dark horse of the heavyweight division? Now, he is more of a pure boxer, and some of his ground skills are not maybe as good as, obviously, somebody like Fabricio Verdum. But Stipe is a guy who quietly has been quite successful. He lost to Stefan Struve, but he's beaten Shane Del Rosario. May he rest in peace. Phil DeFries, Joey Beltran. So I'm just kind of curious how you guys feel about Stipe Miocic. Is he the dark horse of the heavyweight division? And finally, moving on to question number 3, this is about the Cowboy, Donald Cerrone, who, you know, it's hard not to like Cowboy. He's got such a great, in terms of what we do for the media, you know, Donald is somebody who's just always great to interview, always very forthcoming, and just a lot of fun to be around. Lately, he's talked about having some financial difficulties, which is definitely unfortunate. You know, he's number 8 in the lightweight division. His record stands at 21-6. At one point, Donald Cerrone was on a 6-fight win streak. Everybody thought this guy was headed for a title fight. Then he lost to Nate Diaz. Nate, you know, took him out pretty handily. And since then, Donald has gone 4-3. He's going to be welcoming a newcomer on Saturday night at Fox 10. But, you know, it's interesting. Donald was on such a rise. He likes to fight. He fights frequently. He says he needs the money. But my question to you is just basic. Should Cowboy have fought so frequently? Because some people who, you know, go on a 6-fight win streak, you figure even if they have a loss, maybe they play it a little more cautiously and just try to get their way back into title contention. And for Donald, things haven't really gone his way. So do you think Donald should have fought so frequently? That being said, again, Fox 10 is going down on Saturday night, obviously on Big Fox, but I'll be doing some pre-fight shows and weigh-ins and all that good stuff on the Fox Sports channel, so that's always great. Again, I'll be with Brian Stan, I'll be with Daniel Cormier, who trains with Josh Thomson, who has his own fight coming up with Rashad pretty soon, and Anthony Pettis will be there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, so hopefully you can tune in for that. And before I go, I need to thank my peeps at Roots of Fight. I don't know if you guys have seen my sweet Joe Frazier sweatshirt. It's kind of fantastic. They also sent me some Ray Boom Boom Mancini stuff. This is new with Under Armour. They're doing great things. Just awesome. So I want to thank them and let you guys know you need to go pick this up. So please answer the fan feedback questions. We always want to hear your opinion. And thanks for participating. I'll see you next time.